Hey, Scottish girl, how you doing today? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hope you're having an awesome day, getting ready for an awesome weekend. Appreciate you stopping by and saying, hey, but I hope you have a great weekend. I truly do. What's up, J-Dog? How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're getting ready for a great weekend. Hope everybody's getting ready for a great weekend. Hope everybody's going to be able to get out and get some fresh air, do something, spend some time with family, something. Get out and do something. J-Dog says doing good. Glad to hear it, my friend. Glad to hear it. Appreciate that stopping in on a Friday afternoon. It is Friday. It is cool, windy, and misty rain here in South Carolina all day today. Feels like a fall day. We're talking like tomorrow might only be 69 degrees for a high. Can you believe it? 69 degrees tomorrow they're talking about. And then I think like 70, around 72 Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then we're going back to the 80s. But yeah, first day of fall is Tuesday, folks. First day of fall is Tuesday. Won't be long. We'll be saying it's winter time. Be winter time before we know it. But it's all good. It's all good. Hope everybody has a great, great weekend. I truly do. Hope everybody has a safe weekend. Not much going on in the news today. A little interesting news out of baseball. I guess the Yankees broke their franchise record with 5 home runs in 1 inning. Nutter butters. I hear you, Vermont. I hear you eating nutter butters. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I ain't been eating the snacks. So I've been doing pretty good. Yeah, I guess they broke their franchise record with 5 home runs in 1 inning. Or was it 5 or 6? I think it was 5. 5 home runs in 1 inning. New York Yankees. And I did not get a chance to watch the football game last night, but I guess Cleveland beat Cincinnati. But Lord, that quarterback for Cincinnati threw the ball 61 times. 61 times, 300 and something yards and 3 touchdowns for a rookie. Hey, Arlene Berdita, and they still lost. But yeah, I thought that was it kind of shocked me. 60 something passes he attempted. Hey, Aurora, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, I bet his arm was iced down today. Y'all imagine trying to throw a football 60 something times in one game? That's tough. That is tough. And it didn't look like Baker Mayfield had that good of a game for Cleveland. He only had 2 touchdowns and an interception, but I don't know. I guess the running game helped him. Foxy's Fishes, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you coming by today. How you doing? How you doing? Hope everybody's getting ready for a great weekend. A great weekend. If somebody could drop Foxy's Fishes link for me, please. If somebody could drop that link for me, and let's welcome that channel into the family. Still a little bit early. We ain't got everybody in here yet, but if I can get somebody to drop Foxy's Fishes link in the live stream, get them a few family members with who we got here right now. But welcome, Foxy's Fishes. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping in and visiting with us. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. Hope everybody gets some fresh air this weekend. Hope you get to see some family members. Everybody stay safe. Stay safe and stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble, everybody. Arlene Verdita's in the house. Vermont Paint's in the house. Aurora's in the house. Welcome, 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 everybody, on a Friday evening. Yeah, it does, don't it, Vermont? That Go to channel, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. It really does. But you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Cool day here in South Carolina. Been cloudy, wind blowing, and mist and rain all day. High tomorrow is supposed to be 69. Little Billy had to break out the long pants this morning to go to the grocery store. I broke out the long pants this morning. Had to get out of the shorts. It was too cool this morning. Raining and windy. That drizzle is as bad as pouring down rain, I think, when the wind's blowing. When the wind's blowing, it makes it bad. But yeah, anybody got any plans for the weekend? We have 55 right now in the sun. I hear you, brother. We were supposed to get up to 80, but I don't think it got up to 80. It's been cloudy and windy all day. And like I say, that mist and rain. Nothing like what we had yesterday. The official totals was, I think here where my house is, we got right at 4 inches. 4 inches of rain yesterday. Now, parts of South Carolina got a lot more than that. But we got 4 inches. I have to bring in my fish grow out ponds this weekend. Nights are too cold in PA already. Got you, Foxies. Yep. Vermont Paint, he's up in Vermont. He's talking about 55 right now up where he lives on the mountain in Vermont. Next Thursday, 68. Yeah, we're supposed to be, I think, 72 Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then I think we're going back into the 80s again. That's South Carolina weather for you. We'll have this time of year, we'll have a cool days, and then it'll jump up hot for a few days, then it'll be cool a few days and hot a few days. That's when everybody here starts getting sick. This is the time of the year here in South Carolina where everybody starts getting sick because of the weather. Cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. Then we'll start getting in those days where it's, 30s at night, and then it'll be like 80 during the day. That's when everybody really starts getting sick. Go to work, and you got all your clothes on because it's freezing cold, and by the afternoon you're looking for shorts to put on. But that's what we get for living where we live. That's the weather here in the South Kakalaki. Low Tuesday is 29. Ugh. 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 You can have it. You can have the 29s, brother. Frost warning tonight, Foxies. Dang, already. Got a frost warning. No, not us. It'll be into October before we might get a frost warning. Vermont says might have to wear pants soon. Dude, I had to put some on this morning. I got up and went outside early this morning. I had on my shorts and a t-shirt, and that wind was cold here this morning. So I came back in and put on long pants before I went to the grocery store this morning. Just the other week, it was 90-something degrees, and now it's 60-something for a high. But yeah, we won't get a frost warning until probably end of October, beginning of November. But like I say, our crazy weather here, it'll be freezing cold one day and it'll be hot the next day. It's unusual to frost that early. I got you, Foxy. I worked all over in around the Susquehanna Valley of Pennsylvania. Every time I went up there working, it was in the wintertime. But I've worked all over around that Susquehanna River, splicing fiber on the power lines up there. It's a cold place in the wintertime. Woo. It is cold in the wintertime up there. Too cold for the old hillbilly. Foxy says, that's where I live, laugh out loud. Yeah, I worked all over up there, all up and down that Susquehanna River, splicing fiber optic cable on the power lines, on the great big giant structures. Hey, Maria Cervantes, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Anybody got big plans for the weekend? I have no plans. No plans at all. Be here at home all weekend. Uploaded a new video. Got you, Maria. Yeah, Foxies. I've been up every side of the mountain. Every power line that you see that runs over top of the mountains, all of them's got fiber optic cables on them. Every 3 miles, the fiber optic cables have what we call a splice point, where the two cables in, you have to splice them together. I've been all over the mountains of Pennsylvania. Aurora said it's been a sunny day in Sweden today. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Maria, thank you for stopping in and saying hello. Good luck at the dentist. Good luck at the dentist. Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. And hey, back at you. But yeah, I guess it's another football weekend, guys. I got to do my football this weekend. I do DraftKings. I won 6 entries into games or into contests this Sunday. So I've got to do my homework tomorrow and pick my players for my DraftKings games on Sunday. Ha! I hear you, Foxies. Well, Foxies, I've been all over them mountains of Pennsylvania, and I ain't never seen Bigfoot up there. I've been all over, and I've never seen Bigfoot up there. I've been in the mountains from one end of this country to the other end of this country. I've been in the swamps, back roads, logging roads, back on all the power lines in the middle of nowhere. And I ain't never seen one. I'm not saying there's not one. I'm just saying I've never personally seen one. But I've been in some heck of a places back in the mountains. Never seen one. What used to be funny, come out of the mountains up in Pennsylvania, because we'd be way back in logging roads, trying to get back into the splice points, and come out of there late at night, coming down into Amish country. You'd be coming off the mountains, and you look, and all the lamps and all the Amish houses' windows. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of bear now. I have seen a bunch of bear from one end of this country to the other. The biggest bears I ever saw was those, I guess, big brown bears out in California. That's the biggest bears I've ever saw. But I saw elk in Oregon. Lots of deer. Tons of deer. I hear you, Vermont. I hear you, Vermont. Yeah, I've seen tons of bear, tons of deer, tons of elk, but I've never seen no Bigfoot. Like I say, I'm not saying they don't exist. All I can tell you is I have never seen one, and I've been in a lot of this country. A lot of this country I've been to. I've seen a lot of snakes. Good Lord, I've seen a ton of snakes. I was trying to think where that Stroh's Brewery was at. Is that in Allentown? I think we were in Allentown, Pennsylvania, where they had a big, like, glass Stroh's Brewery. I think that might have been Allentown we were in. I hear you, Vermont. Hey, Jam 36, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I've never seen a grizzly bear, not that I know of. The biggest bears I've seen was those big brown bears out there in California. Foxy says Stroudsburg. Maybe that's what it is. What's up, KK? I know it was a Stroh's Brewery, and it was all glass. You could see in it. It was pretty cool. Maybe it was Stroudsburg. I've been in so many places. I remember things from places, but I don't remember the names of the places. Foxy. But yep. Bigfoot sightings. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I've never seen one, y'all. And I've been in some places that if there's a lot of them, I should have seen one. Some of the places we were at out there in Oregon and Washington State back in those mountains, you'd think we'd have seen one if there was a bunch of them out there. What's up, Expedition Greg? Guys, Expedition Greg's going to be live in Universal Studios, I think he said, this weekend. Jam 36, what's up? Kyle the Hybrid Car, how you doing? Appreciate you coming by, Foxy Fish said. I can just imagine. Yeah, I've been in a heck of places. But welcome, folks. Jam 36, how you doing today, my friend? Appreciate you stopping in and visiting with us. Glad to have you here. Expedition Greg's in the house. Seen big cats out in California, Vermont, from a distance. We used to carry binoculars with us, but I never got close to one. But I did see them through binoculars. But now, one of the strangest things that ever happened to us out in Oregon was we used to use a citrus cleaner to clean all the gel off the fiber optic cables, the little fiber optics inside the cables. We used to clean that with it. We actually had elk walk right up to the table. That citrus smell would pull them in. I knew elk were big, but I never knew how big they were until they walked right up on us. Them things are huge. What's up, Lala versus Food? How you doing? I never got close to moose up in Maine, Vermont. Saw them through binoculars, but not up close. The biggest thing when those elk walked right up to our table, that's the closest I ever been to elk, and they are big. They were big. What's up, Greg Manley? How you doing today, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I did not know how big they were until they walked right up on the table. And one of the worst places we were at was out in Phoenix, Arizona. getting down inside the manholes. Them things was full of scorpions. Tons of scorpions. Now, we did that one time too, Vermont. We did a place, where were we at? I think it was up above Sacramento, California. They actually had they raised buffalo. And one of our splice points was out in the field where the buffalo were at. And they got pretty close. The farmers stayed out there with us. But they got pretty close. But that was as close as they got. I mean, he kept them away from us. But they're big too. But those elk, we were back in the middle of nowhere. And they walked right up to the table that we used to prep the fiber optic cables. It was pretty wild. Well, we had something else one time. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Seen him wreck a Kenworth once. I can imagine. Yep, I can imagine. I can't imagine back in the day, Vermont. Could you imagine that back in the day when there was thousands of them running together? No wonder it used to tear up the prairie. But that citrus stuff we used to use, we used to have deer come all the time. They'd come right up to the splice table that we were using. They loved that citrus smell. I guess back in those woods, they'd never smelled it before. It was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Hey, Lisa Lee, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. We were out in Florence, Oregon, and we come down to the end of the job, and the one power structure was 380 foot tall, and then on the other side of the inlet, it was like 280 foot tall. But they wouldn't let them pull that section of cable in, and I don't know the proper word for it. I hear you, Vermont. I don't remember what you call it, but they had old like telephone poles sticking up across the inlet, and the eagles had made nests on top of those poles, and until the eggs hatched, they wouldn't let them pull that cable in. So we had to wait a long time for that. But they had a funky looking helicopter. You probably know what they are, Vermont. It was a funny looking helicopter. The front of it looked like a regular helicopter, but then it went straight up, across, straight down, and then the back was a regular helicopter. And in the middle was a big old cable, but it was open. And a big old cable come out. They used to fly the pieces of the structure to build that 380 foot tower. It was pretty wild. They called it a grasshopper or something like that. I think is what they called it. A grasshopper. But it was a weird looking helicopter. Vermont says a sky crane. Yeah, I'm not sure that the guys, I'm pretty sure they called it a grasshopper. They nicknamed it a grasshopper or something like that. Hey, Amazing Maisie, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you coming by. But yeah, they flew those pieces in to build that big old structure on both sides of the inlet. It was pretty cool to watch that. It was different. Aline Verdita's in the house. Lisa Lee's in the house. Greg Manley's here. Welcome, everybody, on a Friday. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all coming by. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for stopping in and visiting with us. I truly do appreciate each and every single one of you. I know there's a ton of people making videos about the purge that's been going on. I don't know nothing about it, guys. All I can tell you is August and September, I'm losing every day. But everybody's saying it's a purge that just happened the other night. I know one channel said they lost 1,000, another one lost 500. There's been several people say they lost 200. I don't know. It's been happening to me for 2 months. So I don't have an answer to it. But everybody on YouTube is talking about it. Everybody on YouTube's talking about it, but I don't have no answers. I have no answers. All right, Foxy Fishes, I'm going to turn you blue, but of course, I do not allow people to drop their own links here, guys. But I appreciate y'all coming by. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. How you doing today, Amazing Maisie? How's Maisie? Hope Maisie's doing well. Foxy's Fishes, we have people that come in from Scotland. We have people from the Philippines. We have people from Australia. Sometimes we have people from Africa, UK. We have people from all over. I was at 99 and dropped to 70 overnight. Almost made 100. I got you, Foxy. We carried the daisy cutters. I got you. Yeah, Foxies, all I ask is do not drop your own link. Do not drop your own link. I try to make as many people blue as I can because it helps me watch the chat. I try to read every comment that comes across my screen. And when you're not blue, it throws my eyes off a little bit. So I try to make as many people blue as I can. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. Like I say, they called it the grasshopper, dude. I'd never seen nothing like it. And in the center, they had the cable, and it lifted the structures in pieces. And then them down linemen used to have to climb up, bolt it down, and then they'd climb back down out of the way, and then it would go pick up another piece and fly it in and set it. Hurricane Teddy. Yeah, I heard there's another hurricane. Another tropical storm, another hurricane. They're out of names. They done went through the names, and now they're going to the Greek alphabet, or not alphabet, the Greek numbering system, I guess, is what they're doing now. But now the weirdest thing I saw in Vermont was we were down in across Mississippi, Alabama, and went across Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. Those linemen, they had those little one-man helicopters. And those guys, they would pick up the lineman. They had a rope hanging out of it with a loop in the bottom. Those linemen would step in it with one boot and then wrap their other leg around the rope and hold on to the rope. And they would fly off with them through the air back to the structures and come down low enough to the ground for them to hop off. OSHA would have a field day with that nowadays. But those linemen, them boys was crazy. But that was pretty wild seeing that. You guys, I bet let's see how good everybody is. Out of all, I've been to 47 states, folks. Take a guess on which state I saw the most bears. The most bears. Guess which state? Tree cutters in Alaska did that. Brains. Yeah, Vermont. Those guys are crazy. Those ones that cut, the ones that fly down the power lines and cut. And I tell you another job that's crazy, Vermont, is those guys. They actually clean where the electrical lines go through the connections on the towers. Those guys lose more arms and more legs and more hands than anybody. Anybody. Foxy says Oregon. Amazing Maisie says Maine. KK says Wyoming. You guys are going to be amazed. I'm telling you, you're going to be amazed at the answer. Oh, we got Oregon, nope. Maine, nope. Wyoming, nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'll give you a hint. It is in the South. It is in the South. Vermont Paint hit it dead on the nose. Florida. Florida is the answer. I saw more black bear, more bear in general, but they were all black bears in the state of Florida than I saw in any other state. Florida. That is a true statement. Pacific Permaculture, how you doing today, my friend? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Yep, Florida. Tons and tons of black bear in Florida, y'all. Lots of bears in Florida. Yes, KK, black bear. There's black bear everywhere in Florida. Lots and lots and lots and lots of them. Amazing, lots of black bears in Maine. Yeah, I saw a few in Maine, but nothing like Florida. But now I've been all over in the swamps of Florida. We put in a lot of fiber, spliced a lot of fiber in Florida. But I saw a ton of bears in Florida. Seen a lot of bear in Tennessee and North Carolina too now, but nothing like Florida. I'd never seen that. But the funny thing is, Vermont, most of the ones I saw in Florida were small. They weren't big bears. They were a lot smaller. Also known as pythons. Amazing Maisie. I worked all over Chicago and I never seen a bear, but I know what you're talking about, the Chicago Bears. But yeah, we actually, I was up there. I wasn't splicing fiber actually in Chicago. I was up there. We had the locate contract, locating underground utilities up in Chicago. So I have spent quite a bit of time up in the Chicago area. Gators and people. That's right, Vermont. Yeah, I never saw no big ones down there. I never saw them. They weren't big. Not like they are up home. That's right. A whole team of bears. Amazing Maisie in Chicago. The Bears. That's right, KK. The Bears. But you know what's funny is in Minnesota, when I was in Minnesota, and when I worked up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, I never saw no wildlife up there, y'all. I never saw any wildlife up there. You know, they say there's a lot of deer in the UP of Michigan, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. I didn't see no deer. I didn't see nothing up there or Minnesota. The whole time I was working up there, I never saw anything up there. Oh yeah, I did hear that, Vermont. There's a ton of boar out there. There's a ton of wild boar in Florida too, brother. We got a bunch of them here in South Carolina. Them things are taking over everywhere. But I did hear that about Texas. There is a ton of boar out there in Texas. You're right. There is a bunch of them. But there's a bunch of wild boar down in Florida too. Hey, Michelle Slepper, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you coming by. But we even got them up in western North Carolina, wild boar. But there's a bunch of them here in South Carolina too. Most of them are down in the swamp. Foxy says, who let the pigs out? That's right. That is right. Nope, none here. Too cold. I got you. To be honest with you, I think I saw the most Canadian geese in my lifetime and one state was Pennsylvania. I saw a ton of Canadian geese in Pennsylvania. And probably the most deer I ever saw in one spot, the most often, was Ohio. Saw a ton of deer in Ohio. Pacific Permaculture says every county but 2 in California has them. Yeah, I never saw any in the woods in California. I was all over all over northwestern California, all over the mountains of Oregon and Washington State, and I never seen a wild boar. Never saw one. We get a lot of geese in Michigan, KK says. Fox says Long Island is loaded with Canadian geese. I've never been to Long Island. Never been to Long Island. Been to Martha's Vineyard up in Massachusetts, but I've never been out to Long Island in New York. I got you, Vermont. Yeah, when we put the fiber line in, we started in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. We went all the way up through Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and then back down into Boston, Massachusetts. But we were up there in the summertime, so I didn't see much up there in the summertime, much wildlife anyway. I would like to go back. I would have liked to have been up in Vermont and New Hampshire when the leaves turn. They say it's as pretty as it is in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina, but we were up there in the summertime. I lived in PA all my life, minus 4 years on Long Island. Gotcha, Foxy. Yeah, I don't know nothing about Long Island. Only thing I know about New York City is I've been through there a few times, but I've been all over the rest of New York. Been all over the rest of New York. I didn't see any wildlife up in New York either. I know they got it, but I never saw it. But yeah, it's interesting all over the United States, folks. Everything's different. Everything's different. It's just, I mean, you would think that, like the Northeast, everything would be the same in the Northeast, and South, everything would be the same in the South, but everything's different. It's just like the difference between North Carolina and South Carolina. It's completely different. Completely different. The front yard looks like that. I got you, Vermont. The oaks are not regenerating very much because of the pigs. Hey, this is Steph. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Yeah, we had that problem up in Western North Carolina years ago. Uh, the wildlife people released wild boar back there in Western North Carolina, back up in the national forest up there, and the thing started rooting so bad it started causing landslides back there in the national forest. So then, when the pigs got out of control, they brought in red wolves and turned red wolves loose back in there to control the pig population. Well, then the red wolves started killing people's chickens and rabbits and all that stuff. So anytime the biologists get involved in something, or the wildlife people get involved, seems like they mess up everything. I'm doing good, Steph. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in forever, my friend. Thank you so much for coming by and visiting with us. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you very, very much. I hope you've been being safe. Greg Manley's in the house. Appreciate everybody coming by on a Friday. Thank y'all so much. We have voted no every time they try. Leave it alone. That's exactly right, Vermont. They've screwed up those mountains back there in western North Carolina so bad. They wouldn't let the deer hunters harvest any does for years, female deer for years. Then that caused the sickness to come in, and it killed hundreds of thousands of deer. It almost wiped out the deer population. Then it started coming back, and then the bad winters, it got overpopulated so much, the deer were starving to death in the wintertime. It took them years before they finally let the hunters start harvesting some of the female deer. It's crazy. Fish and Game introduced pig and turkey here as something to hunt in the 1920s. Now we're overrun. Well, up in Asheville, North Carolina, there's Kent Coastal Holiday. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Back years ago in Asheville, North Carolina, there's a place called the Biltmore House. People come from all over the world to come and see the Biltmore House. It was built by George Vanderbilt. And I guess back in the day, he owned everything, all the mountains in there. And he donated a bunch of it to the federal government. It's called the Pisgah National Forest up in western North Carolina. But up there on the Blue Ridge Parkway, there's a place called Elk Pasture Gap. Elk Pasture Gap. But he imported elk way back in the day. And they all starved to death the first winter. Nowadays, they've released them over around the Cherokee Indian Reservation in Maggie Valley, and the elk are thriving. But when Vanderbilt did it back in the day, they starved to death the first winter. We have farmers here that plant 2 crops, one to harvest, one to leave for the deer in the fall. I gotcha. But yeah, welcome everybody. Appreciate you coming by. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, anytime the wildlife people get involved in something, in my humble opinion, everything sure does get messed up. They brought in, down here in South Carolina, they brought in the coyotes to help thin the deer population. And now the coyotes are about to take over the whole state. They're everywhere, y'all. Coyotes everywhere. So I don't know. Seems like every time the wildlife people get involved in it, or the state gets involved in it, or the government gets involved in it, it gets messed up. That's just my personal, humble opinion. For whatever it's worth. But anyway, folks, I hope y'all are having a great Friday. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Hope everybody's able to get out and enjoy the weekend, get some fresh air, maybe spend a little time with the family, get something good to eat, grill something out. Just get outside for a change. Guys, people here in South Carolina, apparently they don't care anymore about nothing. I went down to the grocery store this morning, and I was the only one in there that had a face mask on. The little old lady that checked me out, she was sitting there with a runny nose and sneezing and had her Kleenex. And she's sitting there wiping her nose and scanning my groceries. And I put the groceries, the bags of groceries in my buggy, went out to my car, put them in the car, opened up my car door, and I keep hand sanitizer right there in my door. First thing I did was wash my hands with the hand sanitizer. Yep, on a ladder painting. I'll be careful. Yeah, dude, you better be careful. That's right, Pacific Permaculture. KK said, I got Kung Fu chicken today. I hear you, KK. Yep, get out in that sunshine. That's right. This is Steph. Get out and soak up some sunshine, guys. That'll make you feel better than anything. Get out of the apartment. Get out of the house. Get some sunshine and some fresh air, guys. We all need it. We all need it. Some fresh air. Wow, really? This is Steph? My kids have had cases in their school. Dang, I hate to hear that. Yeah, I think I might get the flu shot this year, guys. I have not had one since 1986. Was the last time I had a flu shot. I'm thinking very seriously about getting a flu shot this year, guys. Yeah, I think it's that Kung Po or whatever it is chicken she's talking about. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about getting the flu shot this year, guys. It's been a long time, and as y'all know, the hillbilly hates needles. I'm deathly afraid of needles, but I'm thinking very seriously this year about getting the flu shot. How many people we got in here? We got 17 people in. Let's do a quick poll, guys. How many people? How many people get the flu shot every year? How many of y'all get the flu shot? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you get the flu shot. I don't know, Steph. I hear you, Vermont. Foxy says, I do. Michelle says, I do. This is Steph says, yes. Pacific Permaculture said no. Vermont says can't. All right, so that's 3 yeses, 2 nos. Arlene says yes. Greg Manley says no. KK says no. Lisa Lee says yes. Aurora says no. All right, well that's a pretty good look, guys. 50%. The reason I asked that question is on the news they were talking about the possible new vaccine. It's about 50-50, and I think that's about right with the flu shot too, guys. I think it's pretty much about 50-50 on who gets the flu shot. Like I say, I'm the worst. I'm one of the worst too, guys. I mean, I haven't had one since 1986. Uh, I used to have to get them every year when I was in the service, but about 2 weeks after getting them, guy, a week to 2 weeks afterwards, I swear to goodness, I used to get sick. Everybody says, "Oh, you can't get sick. It's a dead virus they're putting in you. You don't get sick." I'm telling you. That's why I stopped in 1986. Every time I got one, about a week or 2 weeks later, I used to get sick. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Vermont. I used to get sick, guys. I really did. I guess maybe it's just me, but I got it every time I got it in the military. I used to get sick from it a week or 2 weeks later. Now that's something, you know, at at my age, they're pushing that pneumonia shot. Have any of y'all ever got the pneumonia shot? I've never gotten that. Gotcha. This is Steph. Gotcha, Vermont. Foxy says, I get the flu and pneumonia shots every year. Yeah, I've never had a pneumonia shot since I guess they gave us one when I was in the military. But I know the doctors recommend, especially people at my age, to get get the flu shot and that pneumonia shot. I guess the pneumonia shot lasts for what, 5 or 10 years or something? I guess you're supposed to get it every 5 or 10 years, I think they said. And I did not know this, guys, till I saw the commercial on TV the other day. I'll tell you how dumb I am. I didn't even know they had a shingles vaccine. I hear you, Pacific. Yeah, I didn't know that they advertise on TV they have a shingles vaccine now. And I had the chicken pox when I was a kid, so I'm susceptible to the shingles. So I guess I might want to look into that too. I never thought about that stuff till I get older. I'm 59 now. Flu shot is fine, but the pneumonia shot swells up on me. I got you. I got the shingles and pneumonia shots, Michelle said. Yeah, I haven't. I didn't even know they had a shingles vaccine. I did not know that. So, Michelle, yeah, I know people had the shingles. I had a guy that worked for me, Michelle. He got the shingles. He was 23 years old. 23 years old, and he got the shingles. And it made him deathly sick. And the rash that he got, those blisters, it was horrible. But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't even know they had a vaccine for that, for the shingles. I did not know that. So I saw it on TV the other day. So that's something else I might have to look at. Did the shingle shot make you sick, Michelle? Did it make you feel bad? I'm asking that in all seriousness. I don't know. Yeah, this is Steph. I get shingles when I'm stressed. Really? No, just a little tender, Michelle says. I got you. I know some of those shots they gave us in the military, especially before we went overseas, the lymph nodes underneath our arms and other places on our body, some of those shots used to hurt bad, y'all. Bad. One of the worst ones we got was that yellow fever. Well, what they'd do is they'd make you walk the line, called it walking the line, and they'd be sticking you with needles and giving you shots with guns in the butt and in your arms. And then they would take you out on the field and make you do push-ups and exercises right after they gave you all those shots. But yeah, I got the chicken pox. I got them in 8th grade, but I was kind of weird, guys. I was playing basketball on the basketball team in elementary school, and the first half of the basketball game, I just felt bad, and my mom was talking to some of the parents, and they was asking my mom, I said, "Is he sick or something?" I said, "He's just not playing right." And went in the locker room at halftime, and the coach told me, said, "Take a shower." I said, "You're not feeling good." I said, "Yeah, coach." I said, "I don't feel good." So I took a shower and got dressed and went out there with my mom and told her how I was feeling. And the lady sitting next to her started looking at my arms and looked at my chest, looked at my back. Then she looked at my hair. I broke out with the chicken pox in my hair. That's the only place I had them on my body, was on my head, in my hair. Is the only place that I broke out with chicken pox. It was weird, but that was in 8th grade. But that's when I had the chicken pox. And like I say, only in the hair on my head did I get them. I got them on my head, which I thought was kind of weird. I thought people who got the chicken pox had them all over, but not me. Only in my head. So yeah, I think they said, what is it, Michelle? They're saying like 1 out of every 3 people that had chicken pox end up getting the shingles when they get older. That's what the commercial said, I think. One in 3 people that had chicken pox catch the shingles when they're older. So yeah, I saw that advertised the other day. They sure are advertising a lot of shots this year, y'all. I don't know if y'all noticed it or not, if they're running on your TV like they are down here in South Carolina. But Mont says, I got shingles, very painful. Yeah, I don't have them. Carrie said, never had chicken pox. But yeah, they're advertising the daylights out of shots right now, y'all. The shingle shot and the flu shot. Walgreens, all these drugstores, everybody's saying, we can give you the shot, we can give you the shot. Your daughter had them on their eyelids. Wow, Steph. Yeah, the only place I had them was in the hair on my head. I broke out in my head. But yeah, they're advertising the daylights out of that shingle shot and the flu shot this year. I'm wondering if it has something to do with what's going on around the world right now. I don't want to say the name of it, but yeah, they're advertising the daylights out of the flu shot and the shingle shot. Not so much the pneumonia shot. I would have thought they'd have been advertising that a bunch. But I haven't seen no pneumonia shots yet. No advertisements for it. But I guess that is a good thing, y'all. That the drugstores are set up to give somebody a shot if you want to get one, instead of having to pay the money to go to the doctor and all that kind of stuff. I guess it's just as easy if you're going to get it to stop by a local drugstore and get the shot. I guess I had chicken pox on my face real bad when I was 11. Wow, Foxy. Yeah, I was lucky. I only had them in on my head, in my hair. But yeah, I was seriously thinking this year about maybe getting that flu shot, y'all. But if I do get it, it'll just be this year because of what all this mess is going on. So if I do get it, it'll be a one-time deal this year. At least that's the way I feel right now. Because I've told y'all 100 times, I cannot stand a needle, y'all. I'm like a 3-year-old kid when it comes to needles. I hate needles. I'm scared to death of them. I do not like them. But I am seriously thinking about the flu shot this year. I'm thinking about that shingles shot because I've actually had somebody that worked for me get the shingles. And he was 23 years old, and it put him flat on his back. It was horrible how bad that boy felt, and I would not want to go through that. I wish we'd have a real doctor come in the live stream. I wish a real doctor would join my live stream. I got a bunch of questions about shots. If some of the shots they gave us in the military is good forever or only good for so many years. I wish we had a real doc come in the live stream. We got a bunch of fake doctors come. But yeah, we need to find us a real doc to join my channel, guys. That'd be a tremendous help to all of us. I got burned on my hand bad by a manifold. Shingles hurt more. Yeah, Vermont, that boy that got him at work for me was 23 years old. And that boy was in horrible pain from the shingles. I do not want that. I do not want it. But yeah, we need to work on getting us a real doctor in here, y'all. I got a bunch of questions about all them shots they gave me in the military. I'd like to know if they're good forever. Here's my problem. How many people got what's that one? where it leaves the scar on your arm? Is that the measles? Which one is it that leaves the scar? Yeah, I don't want that, Steph. I do not want the shingles. Michelle says polio. No, I'm talking about the one that leaves the scar up there on your arm. Is that the measles one? Vermont says polio. Is it polio, the one that leaves the scar on your arm? Looks like a car lighter. Tony Damon said polio leaves the mark. Okay, well, I had it when I was the vaccination when I was a kid, and the scar went away. So when I went into the submarine force, they looked at my arm. They looked at my shot records when I went in the military. I took my shot records, and they looked at my arm and they said, "You ain't got no scar. We're giving it to you again." They gave it to me again in my arm, and they smeared that stuff on me, and they took a needle and stuck me like 20 times, and made a big old scab come up. And right now, it's gone. My scar went away again. So I've had that twice in my life. That most people keep the scar forever before they give you the vaccination. I've had it twice, and I do not have a scar. This Steph said that's TB. No, TB is where they stick you in the arm, down here in your arm somewhere. This is the one where they rub the virus on you and they stick you with the needle. And it leaves a scar on everybody except me. My scar went away. What's up, Minion Moto? Appreciate you stopping in. All right, guys, it's time for me to take a quick break. I'll be right back. We'll continue this discussion in a minute, folks. I'll be right back. I got to get up and stretch. I'll be right back. Oh, Lord. Hey, Madonna, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Red Ruby Sky, how you doing? And I tell y'all something else. American Dream, how you doing today? Sid made me mow the lawn again. Grr, front and back. I hear you, comrade Tony Damon. I tell y'all something else, y'all. I got a doctor's appointment on the 30th of this month. And if something don't happen on this doctor's appointment on the 30th of this month, I'm done with the doctors. No more. I'll just deal with whatever I got. This is going to be my last doctor's appointment for this problem I got. I ain't messing with it no more. I made that determination this morning when I woke up at 3:30 in the morning again. I'll give them one more chance, and then I'm done. I'm done with the doctor. But I am thinking about getting the flu shot. All right, Foxies, thank you. Fox's Fishes, we go live every day at 2:30. Every day from 2:30 to 4:30. Foxies, you're more than welcome to come and visit. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for stopping in and visiting with us. We'll be here every day. American Dream comes off the top ropes with an awesome donation. Thank you, American Dream. Can somebody drop that link for me, please? The American Dream. If you don't have that channel, grab that channel up, guys. American Dream. Grab that channel up for me. But yeah, I'm seriously thinking about breaking down and getting the flu shot, guys. And I'm seriously thinking about the shingles vaccine. No, I'm going to be done, period, Red Ruby Sky. I'm going to 2 doctors now. I'm going to 2 now, Red Ruby Sky. 2 different doctors. 2 different doctors. I'm going to be done with them. Who was talking about they got the shingles vaccine? Does anybody know how long that vaccine's good for? Is it a one-time deal, or how often do you have to get that? The shingles vaccine. How often do you have to get it? Is the one time? I got you, Pacific. Does anybody know how long that shingles vaccine lasts for? If it lasts a long time, I'm going to get it. If it only lasts 1 year, I'm not going to get it. Does anybody know about the shingles vaccine? I guess I could Google it and look it up. I was figuring maybe one of y'all knows the answer to that. Michelle Slippers, 2 separate shots. I hope it is a one-time thing. So it is 2 separate shots, Michelle, for the shingles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google that. If it's like, even if it's 2 shots, but that lasts forever, I might consider that. But if it's only good for like a year or 2 years or something like that, I'm not gonna mess with it, because I'm not gonna go back every 2 years or every year and get it. I don't like to. American Dream says 5 years. American Dream says 5 years. That might be worth getting if it lasts 5 years. If it lasts for 5 years, I might have to look into that. Vermont says, yup, it's 5 years. American Dream, I work as a licensed nurse last time I checked. Gotcha, American Dream. Then I might consider that. If it's 5 years, that would be worth the pain of me going and getting the shots for the shingles. That would put me good till 64. That'd get me through to 64 years old. So I might consider that one. And I'm really seriously considering the flu shot this year. I hope they get the flu shot right. I hope they get the right mixture this year. Because I'm considering getting the flu shot. Thinking seriously about getting the flu shot this year. American Dream said the flu shot may be worth it. I haven't had one since '86. American Dream. So last time I got it, because I swear every time I get it, a week or two later, I get sick. But I'm seriously thinking about getting the flu shot this year because of all this mess that's going on. I'm seriously thinking about getting the flu shot this year. That's what I'm thinking, American Dream. That's what I'm thinking about too. I think if there's any year to get it, I think I'm going to get it this year because I can get it at the pharmacy. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting it this year. Thinking about getting the flu shot this year, y'all. But yeah, I need to go back and check on all those shots they gave us in the military back in the '80s. How long them things are good for? Because I had all kinds of shots when I went overseas in the military. American Dream says me too. Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about getting it this year. Might be worthwhile to get it this year. Even if since I don't have insurance, I don't care what it costs. I think I'm gonna get the flu shot. As soon as I get up enough nerve, I think I'm gonna go get me one. But I'm gonna have to research that pneumonia shot. I don't know if it's worthwhile to get it or not because they said there's different strains of pneumonia. So I don't know if that pneumonia shot's worth getting or not. Off the flu shot at work every winter. Some jobs make us get the flu shot. I got you. Hey, brother James Guy, appreciate you liking and sharing, buddy. Folks, if you don't have my brother James Guy, grab that channel up. He's got a huge channel now. He's one of those huge guys now. He's got one of them great big old channels nowadays. You don't have James Guy. Like if you work at the nursing home. Yeah, American Dream, I could see that. I could see that. I just hope they get it right this year, American Dream. I hope they got the right mixture in the flu shot this year. It would be nice if they get the right one. With all this other mess that's going on, it would be nice if they would get. Hopefully, they get the right one this year, the right mixture, or whatever you call it. Tony Damon said, "I get the pneumonia and flu shot." Yeah, but Tony Damon, the pneumonia shot you get, it doesn't protect you against all kinds of pneumonia, does it? It doesn't protect you against all pneumonias, does it? I'm going to have to do some reading. I hate to Google something because you don't know if they're telling the truth or not telling the truth. I never know what to believe and what not to believe on Google. Yeah, somebody said that the pneumonia shot's only for like a certain kind of pneumonia. It doesn't go for everything. But I'm seriously thinking about the flu shot. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to get the flu shot for sure. And I'm seriously thinking about getting the shingles shot. Shingles shot. The shingles vaccine. I'm thinking about those two. This is Steph says, get it. No, but I've been in the hospital 6 times in the last 8 years with pneumonia. Yeah, I know you said that, Tony. That's what I'm saying. Why does people get the pneumonia shot if it don't work? I've heard several people say that they got the shot and they still got pneumonia. That's what worries me about going through getting it and then I end up getting it. You know, I hate to go through the pain of going and getting the pneumonia shot and then the thing don't work. I don't know. Yeah, I got you, Red Ruby. I know a lot of people get it. And I know a lot of people that are healthy that get it, but they still end up catching pneumonia. I guess what I'm asking is what the vaccine you get for pneumonia, which pneumonia is it that it protects you against? I got a chore for everybody in the live stream. There's 19 people in here. I got a chore for everybody. We need to find us a doctor to join the Carolina Hillbillies channel. Measles is lifelong. Okay. Most last 20 years, measles lifelong. Well, I'm way past my 20 years on all them shots they pumped us full of, and the yellow fever and the typhoid and all that kind of stuff. But I know there's one country that has a measles outbreak last time. But I have had the measles vaccine, so I should be good there. But yeah, yep, you need a booster. Well, I ain't getting no booster, brother. Vermont, I am not getting a booster. I'm telling you right now, dude, that yellow fever shot and that typhoid shot, they hurt me. The lymph nodes underneath our arms, and we were in the military, man, them shots hurt. They hurt. Gotcha, Red Ruby. Yeah, we need to get us a doctor in here, y'all. With this old crowd we got in here, we need to find us a doctor to join the old Hillbillies channel. We need us a doctor. It's a new shot since 2001. For measles? Is that what you're talking about, Vermont? There's a new shot since 2001? Tony Damon says we run them off. Well, that was the therapist. The therapist knows we're crazy. The therapist found out we really were crazy, Tony Damon. But we need to find us a real no-joke licensed MD doctor in here. Vermont says, I'm on a military government site right now. Gotcha, brother. But yeah, we had the typhoid, the yellow fever. We had all them stuff, all them shots. All got updated, including polio. Red Ruby Sky says, I already have too many doctors. Well, Red Ruby Sky, you need to get one of your doctors to come in here and join my channel so we can ask questions. Tell them out of the goodness of their heart to come in here and give us some free medical advice because we need it. I need it. Got you, Vermont. But yeah, we need us a real no joke doctor to come in here with us. Break everything down. Find out what's what. So what's everybody doing this weekend, y'all? Anybody doing anything good? Tony Damon's grass mowing. Red Ruby Sky says, okay, well, which one? Red Ruby Sky, with this crowd we got, you might want to invite them all. You might want to invite them all, Red Ruby Sky, to be honest with you. Invite them all. The more the merrier. Yeah, the more the merrier. Yeah, just bring the whole darn bunch of them in here. Wow, sorry to hear that. This is Steph. KK said, got a freeze advisory tomorrow in Michigan. You can keep that freeze advisory right up there where you're at in Michigan. Our high here tomorrow is going to be 69. I'll be froze to death. Morning low was 41. Dang. Red Ruby Sky shake my head. Yeah, invite them all, Red Ruby Sky. We need them all in here with this outfit. Yep, we need them all in here with this outfit. But yeah, anybody eating anything good tonight? What's everybody eating tonight? I don't know what I'm having yet. I hope Mom don't want nothing. I'd like to just have it. Hopefully she just wants a sandwich tonight. I got lucky at lunch today. She wanted corn dog, so I got by with just corn dog at lunch today. Usually when she has a corn dog or a sandwich at lunch, she wants me to cook something at dinner time. But I'd like to get by with a sandwich tonight. But that probably ain't going to happen. I probably won't get away with that. But it would have been nice. So nobody cooking? We ain't got some of our folks that cook in here tonight. We don't have many of our folks that cook that much in here tonight. Tony Damon's mad at Sid, so she's probably not cooking for Sid tonight. Sid made her mow the front and backyard, mow the grass, so she's probably not going to cook for poor old Sid, even though he's hurt. Beets, maybe sweet taters. I hear you, Pacific. Tony Damon says, I made chicken and dumplings. That sounds good, chicken and dumplings. The real dumplings. Tony Damien, I'm telling you, you need to buy that Sweet Sue chicken and dumplings and a can of chicken broth. Fix 2 cans. 2 cans of the chicken and dumplings and 1 can of chicken broth. They're delicious. They're delicious, Tony Damien. Sweet Sue chicken and dumplings with a can of chicken broth. They're good. Tony Damien says not keto. Good. He loves those Sweet Sue, but he likes the homemade too. Next time he has Sweet Sue, Tony Damien, put a can of chicken broth in there. Heat it up on the stove with a can of chicken broth. It's really good because I love the Sweet Sue, and my mom don't like them unless I put the chicken broth in there. But they're good with the chicken broth. Cream of mushroom soup with bread to thicken it up. I hadn't had cream of mushroom soup in a long time. Thank you, Mini Monster 7. Y'all know something I ain't had in a long time? It's some good homemade tater soup. You got to know what you're doing to make good homemade tater soup, y'all. Y'all, does any of y'all have Shoney's restaurants where you're at? Shoney's Big Boy Restaurant. Y'all have Shoney's? Shoney's used to have some on the soup and salad bar when I traveled all the time. If there was a Shoney's in the area, I'd stop and get the soup and salad bar. I used to love their tater soup. I love the tater soup with cornbread crumpled up in it. I ain't had no good tater soup in forever. That sounds good. Well, that's good. I like chicken fried steak, mashed taters, and creamy gravy. But yeah, I ain't had no good tater soup, and God, y'all, it's been a long time. That sounds good. I like cornbread. I just hate to make it. I actually been cheating lately, y'all. Instead of making homemade cornbread, I've been buying that Jiffy Mix. Y'all seen that in the grocery store? The Jiffy Mix cornbread. Make the cornbread muffins. I've been cheating. All the Shoney's all closed down here. I got you, Tony Damien. I used to love to get the soup and salad bar. Soup, salad, and fruit bar, especially in the summertime when I'd be working it so hot traveling. I'd go in there and get me a light salad and a bowl of soup, and then I would hit the fruit bar, hit up the fruit bar when it was so hot outside. But yeah, we still got Shoney's here. KK said I miss buffets. Yeah, I miss the where's that other place I used to like to eat at all the time for the salad bar? Ruby Tuesdays. I used to like to go to Ruby Tuesdays and hit up the salad bar. They used to have a good salad bar. Ruby Tuesdays did. I used to like to go there for the salad bar. This Steph says going to have chili tomorrow. That sounds good. When I make chili, I make a big old pot of it, and then I get my freezer bags out after I make it and let it cool, and I freeze a bunch of packs of it. So whenever I get a hankering for chili, I got them in the Ziploc freezer baggies. Just break them out and heat them up in boiling water. But yeah, I like the Ruby Tuesday salad bar. The only thing I didn't like about it is they didn't have watermelon and cantaloupe and stuff like that. That's why I liked uh, Shoney so much because they had the fruit bar to go with it. So that was pretty awesome. Mont says boil in the bags. I miss those. Yeah. Yep. Now I make a thing, y'all, and I hadn't made them in a long time. But I make it. I might have told y'all about it. I call it chicken in the basket. What you do is you make a big old pot of rice, and you get tinfoil big piece of tin foil. You cover the bottom of it with rice, cooked rice. And then you take and put in chopped up potatoes, chopped up onions, chopped up carrots. I've even put green peas in it, stewed tomato sauce in it. Then you put a bone-in chicken breast. It's better with the bone in. It doesn't taste as good if it's boneless chicken breast, but a bone-in chicken breast. And you can make everybody's different, whatever anybody wants in it. Then you wrap that up in tin foil. Then you make whoever else that they just want potatoes and onions and rice and the chicken, however they want it. And you wrap everybody's up. Then you put it in the pan, put it in the oven, and bake it on 350 for about an hour and a half. And you take it out. And each person, when they open up the tin foil, you have to squeeze butter all over everything. It turns out really good. I call it chicken in the basket. I don't know what the real name is for it, but that turns out pretty good. I like that a lot. Chicken in the basket. But I hadn't made it in a long time. But the good thing about it is you can make it how everybody else likes it. You know, like I put mushrooms on mine because every time I always made it, everybody else didn't much care for mushrooms. So I used to put mushrooms in mine. A lot of people don't like the green peas in there, so I put green peas in mine. But yeah, you can put whatever you want to. Even, I guess, you broccoli eaters and people like that, y'all could probably put broccoli in it. And it would turn out good. But it's delicious. I enjoy that meal. Sometimes I miss cooking, but sometimes I don't, y'all. I got to where anymore it's Marie calendars and all that stuff. I was just talking about it for you, KK and Tony Damien. I said all you broccoli eaters out there, y'all could probably put broccoli in it. Broccoli would probably turn out good. But you can't eat rice. Keto, rice isn't keto, is it, Tony Damon? I don't think rice is keto, is it? Tuna pea casserole. I've had that too, Vermont. Yeah, when I was in elementary school, they used to put peas in the tuna fish, boiled eggs and diced onions and green peas. No, you make cauliflower rice. Well, I'm sure you can make it with cauliflower rice. I can't remember though. You can't eat potatoes either, can you? That keto stuff, I can't remember what y'all eat and what you can't eat. I don't think you can eat taters either. Hey, beautiful colors 425. Just forget my recipe, Tony Damon. You can't eat nothing. Hey, Crystal Simmons, how you doing? Oh, me too, Vermont. Me too. Yeah, Tony Damon. Just forget the recipe that I gave everybody else. Tony Damon, just forget the recipe I gave you. You don't know what you're missing out on. It's absolutely delicious, but you'll never know because you're keto. How you doing, Krista Simmons? Welcome to the live stream. Beautiful Colors 425. How y'all doing? I don't even know why I give out some of my good recipes, knowing good and well that the keto people in here ain't going to eat it. Madonna says, I still make that, Bruce. Love it. Me too, Madonna. I love it. Yeah, but Tony Damon, that recipe I gave, I'm telling you, it's jam up and jelly tight. Out of all the things I make, that one's probably the most jam up, jelly tight, delicious thing that I make. It's good. Have to make her ham and pea soup. I got you. Krista Simmons says, I'm good. I'm doing okay. Krista Simmons says, I'm no good at cooking. I used to cook good, but I don't know if I could. I don't know if I can still cook good or not. Like I say, I'm got so used to the healthy choice dinners and banquet dinners and Marie Calendar dinners and all that stuff anymore. That I just don't cook that much no more. Just don't cook that much no more. Chris Simmons said I would burn my kitchen down. I hear you, Crystal Simmons. Vermont says I cook almost every night. I used to, did. I used to do it a lot. That's why I used to like to stay at the Fairfield Inns when I traveled all the time, because they had a stove. I used to carry a pan with me everywhere I went. I'd go to the grocery store and cook me something in the hotel room. When I was at the fair, I used to try to stay at the Fairfield Inn all the time. This Steph said I do a lot of cooking. I used to did. I don't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore. Crystal Simmons said my husband is the cook at our home. I got you. I got you, Crystal Simmons. Vermont, I just now got the picture that you sent me. I just now got it, Vermont. I just got it. The other night, that one you sent me of the Canon, I got it like 2 hours later after my live stream ended. It came across my Instagram. It was like 2 hours later. Life Adventures in Keto. What y'all doing? Yeah, that Canon picture you sent me the other day, brother, it was like 2 hours after my live stream ended. And right now, I just now got your photo of the tree in your backyard. Sid said if he has to cook his own food, he will stay single. Wow, Tony Dane. What's up, Daggin Hills? How you doing, brother? Man, I hope you're doing good out there in California, dude. I hope you're doing well. This is Steph. Let me get you turned blue. Brother, I hope you're doing good out there in California. What did the doctor say, dude? Did they get you fixed up? I hear you, Pacific. I'm okay dealing with some issues. I hear you, Daggin Hills. Me too, brother. Me too, brother. I've been in a mess for several weeks now, dude. Several weeks now I've been in a mess. Dang. Daniel says I have to start some new meds and the side effects sound like they will be bad. Yeah, I'm on 4 meds right now, Dagenhill. I'm on 4, brother. These antibiotics are making me sick. They make me feel bad. They make me feel really bad. I hear you, Life Adventures in Keto. But yeah, guys, I hope everybody has a great weekend. We've been talking about cooking food. I always talk about give away some of my recipes, and I forget that the keto people are in here, and they don't eat nothing that's in my recipes. They don't eat taters. They don't eat rice. They don't eat none of the good stuff. So I need to just quit giving my recipes away to the keto people here. What's up, X-Dish Greg? Yeah, I give away my good recipes, and I forget they're not keto friendly because of taters and rice and stuff. I hear you, brother. I hear you, Dagenhills. Live Adventures in Keto says, quit your cussing, Hillman. Live Adventures in Keto, I just gave out a really good recipe for a chicken that I make. And come to find out, everything I named off is not keto friendly because it's got rice and taters and such in it. We're going to a filming of a racetrack show. Awesome. Okay, Crystal Simmons, be safe, my friend. I'm the sweet, innocent one. Expedition Greg, you ain't got a chance, brother. The sweetest, nicest, most innocent, most naive person in the world is the Carolina Hillbilly, 1961. Hands down. When I went outside yesterday, I had to wear a rubber suit and carry 2 umbrellas to keep from melting. It was raining so hard. He's as sweet as an eclair. Yeah, I had to go out in the rain yesterday. I had everything I had on and 2 umbrellas trying to keep the water from hitting me so I wouldn't melt. Now I'm growing taters after this chat. But yeah, folks, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in this old crazy world. This old crazy world we live in, folks. I don't know. I'm going to bed, this is Steph says. Well, good night. Good night, this is Steph. Thank you so much for coming and visiting with us. KK said bear claws and apple fritters. Oh, this Steph said after this chat. I got you, this is Steph. Next disagreed said, hands down, I'm the most friendliest, sweetest person. If you don't believe me, you can ask my customers and a few others here on YouTube. I hear you, Expedition Greg. You just got them all fooled, brother. You got them all fooled. But I said that out of respect. I hear you, Vermont. I hear you, Vermont. But yep, you guys are awesome. Fastest cars in the dirty South. Ever watch it? I have not watched that Life Adventures in Keto, but I do watch that Street Outlaws. I like Street Outlaws. Fastest cars in the dirty South. I have not watched that one. Life Adventures in Keto. People that say they are sweet are usually monsters. Not me. Okay, I'm not friendly or nice or kind, no sweet. I hear you, Vermont. Yeah, I have not seen that Life Adventures in Keto. Before I used to love to go drag racing up in Bristol, Tennessee. I used to love to go to Bristol, Tennessee. I hear you, Pacific Permaculture. Yeah, KK's always coming with the zingers. Always coming with the zingers. I hear you, Pacific. Yep, everybody's saying hey to each other. That's what's great about here, y'all. People actually talk to each other. Y'all notice that here in my live streams, people actually talk to each other and get to know each other. That's where they take the opponent team's slowest car, remake it, and smoke the opponent at the race usually. Awesome. My husband is super excited to be part of it. Gotcha. They won't let you film? Ah, gotcha. That'd be neat if you could have. What's up in pro wrestling? What's up? What's up? I out of all the channels I go to on YouTube, I think people in my live stream know more about each other's real life than anywhere else I go to on YouTube, y'all. I really do believe that. Doing good, Mr. Pro Wrestling. How you doing? It's nice to actually get to know people. Actually, nice to kind of get to know people. I mean, I know we don't meet face to face, but we do learn a lot about each other on here. Hope Miss Me's enjoying her owl that I sent back to her. She didn't come in here today, but I hope she's enjoying that owl that I sent back to her. I should have gotten there today. I hope she keeps it this time. I don't like that owl. Been doing a wrestling podcast. I got you. I got you. Hey, Wayne's a slot. How you doing, my friend? You been winning any money, Wayne? You been winning any money? Who was I watching the other night? JS Slots? I think it was JS Slots I watched the other night. Hit the major. Yeah, you kind of do Dagging Hills. People you get to know people here, and then you get to know each other talking on Instagram and then talking on the phone and stuff like that. So you do get to know some of the people. My podcast is on Spotify and iHeartRadio. Awesome. All right, Pacific Permaculture. Appreciate you coming by. I did pretty well. Got 1,000 in free play and turned it into 1,300 cash. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I know JS Slots. I was watching videos the other night, last night or night before last. I think he hit the major again. It was only like 700 and something bucks, but that's 700 and something bucks. I think it was JS Slots I was watching. But that's pretty cool. I like to go watch those slot channels, guys, because it don't cost me no money. I can watch them play the slot machines, and it don't cost me no money. Same thing with the scratch channels, the scratch off card channels. I like to go watch them because they scratch and scratch and scratch, and I get to watch it, but I don't lose no money. So I watch quite a few of those, y'all. I watch quite a few of those. Well, yeah, I don't win either, Daggin Hills, but in real life, I don't ever win, dude. I never win on slot machines, and I've never won on the scratch-off cards. So it's nice to watch other people. Thank you. This is Steph. Thank you so much for coming by and visiting. You have a good night, and I appreciate you. Stay safe, and have a great weekend. I was on WWE SmackDown Fox Channel. Virtual screen. Thunderdome. Gotcha, Mr. Pro Wrestling. Or Mr. Cool. That's cool. That is cool. Mr. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the flu shot, y'all. I'm going to break down and get a flu shot this year. I think I'm going to break down and do it. If I can get up enough nerve to do it, I'm going to do it. Yep, that's right. Wayne's the slot. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Wayne's the slot. Out of all the slot machines you play, the penny, the nickel, the dime, the quarter, the dollar, $2, $5, which one do you think hits the most? Which one pays out the most? Wayne's a slot. Penny slots, nickel slots, dime slots, quarter slots, dollar slots. Which one hits the most, in your opinion? After the military, Daggin Hills. After the military. After all those shots we got in the military. Up to that point, it didn't bother me. But nowadays, I cannot stand to get a shot. Got you, Mr. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, after walking that shot line 3 times, Daggin Hills, after that, I cannot do needles, brother. I used to give blood all the time, Daggin Hills, before I went in the military. Wayne Slot. It's hard to say. I would say I have seen the biggest jackpots on penny slots recently. One paid out $405,000 on a 588 bet. Daniel said, "That's what I thought." Yeah, dude. I used to give blood before I went in the military, but after all them shots I got, I can't stand it. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Wayne's a slot, because I see everybody, a lot of people that I know run in there and they jump on the quarters and the dollar slot machines, and next thing you know, they've lost $400 or $500, and I'm over there playing my little penny slots, and I'm still sitting over there playing, and they've spent all their money. Thank you, Mr. Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by and visiting with us. But yeah, I see everybody playing them dollars and them quarters. A lot of people play those quarters. I mean, I guess if you hit big, you hit big, but when you lose big playing them quarter machines too. and dollar machines. Daniel said, I don't mind shots or giving blood. I used to didn't either, Dagan Hills. I used to give blood. Started in high school. American Red Cross. I used to give, and every 2 months they'd call me and to give blood. I have O positive blood, and they used to call me like every 2 months to come and give blood. I think it was every 2 months. However long you had to wait before you could give, they used to call me. I used to go give all the time. Thank you, Mr. Cool. You too. Thank you so much for stopping in and visiting with us. I appreciate you. But yeah, I used to give blood all the time when I was in high school. I don't even know if you can give blood in high school anymore. Back in the day, we could. I don't know if you have to be 18 now or not. The larger denominations you play, the larger the payout percentage on a machine. So a penny machine may have an 86% payout percentage, but a dollar machine may have a 91% payout percentage. I got you, Wayne's a slot. Ruby Scott says, quit saying you can't, Carolina Hillbilly. But a lot of it is based on timing of when you push that machine. Now, Wayne's a slot. Hold on just a second. Now, let me look at this again. The larger the payout percentage, are you saying that the bigger the dollar machines and stuff pay out more, or do their jackpots hit more than penny machines? I mean, if you have 1,000 $1 slot machines and one person hits a jackpot, the 999 are out of luck. I guess I really don't know how to ask my question correctly, but that's what I was thinking in my mind. It just seems like if you sit, in my opinion, when I sit in the penny section, I hear the bells and whistles going off an awful lot versus if I was playing the quarters or the dollar machines. I don't hear the bells and whistles going off as much, in my opinion. Ray Son, how you doing? Clayton Iriston, how you doing today? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you coming by. KK's in the house. So it's all based on total payouts over the life of the machine. A penny machine would have a lifetime payout of 86%. So yes, in your example, one person could take all the money and the rest feed it. That's what I was getting at. Thanks for that explanation. I got you. Race on. Don't just type your name, Race on. I got you, Red Ruby Sky. Dude, race on. I don't know who you are. I really don't know who you are. But I don't think you're going to make it here, my friend. Clayton's Irish Den's in the house. Thank you so much for coming by. Guys, can somebody check for me and see if TR is live? Or I'll check. Hold on a minute. I'll check. I don't know if he's live today or not. I got no notification, no nothing. Yeah, Dagenhills, they about to get zonked, brother. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you, Dagenhills. Man, I hope you get to feeling better, brother. I truly do hope you get to feeling better. Let me go see if I can find somebody. Wayne said, I don't see him live right now. Yeah, I don't see him either. Yeah, don't say if he's going to be or not. I don't understand it. Well, hold on a minute, guys. Let me see if I can find somebody live here. We'll go do a raid on them. Let me see if I can find somebody live. Everybody hold tight a minute. It's Friday night. There's got to be somebody live. Got to be somebody live we can go watch. Trying to find somebody that comes to our live streams, guys. Just give me just a minute. Trying to find somebody that comes to our live streams. Everybody hold tight just a minute for me. Life Adventures of Keto says, boy, that ad wasn't pleasant. Dang, Life Adventures of Keto. Yeah, I guess somebody left me a comment on yesterday's live stream about the darn ads they had to watch. Nice, told me nice ads or something like that. I have no control over the ads, y'all. I don't know what they were talking about. Shoot, RV DJ just ended their live stream. Ah, heck, I'm not going to worry about it, guys. Everybody just scatter out on YouTube. Go watch your favorite channel. Guys, I appreciate you coming by. You guys are awesome. I hope everybody has fun this weekend. I hope everybody stays safe this weekend. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. And I'll see you guys, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, guys. Thank y'all. I appreciate you. Y'all have a great day.